Hey, what's going on, guys? This is CJ. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today we are having a computer build with the Darkbase 700, and I got the Rode Strix Z390, and on inside that has fallen apart. Oh my god, guys. Oh my god. Oh my god. Alright, that was very stressful. I think it's fine. But I got the 9900K. I don't know if that can actually focus on there. But the 9900K, new motherboard, new case. The cool thing about this case is it has the Be Quiet fans in there, something that I really wanted, because I want my machine to be a little bit quieter just for streaming or even editing my videos. Okay, so I got my screwdriver, and I'm going to unbox the case first. And I'll show you guys a photo right now while I do this, because to get this in my car was an absolute joke. And I think you guys will absolutely love that photo. You can see that the box actually has the dent in it, and I was kind of worried about that, so I'm going to look on the actual case somewhere to see if the damage was bad or not. So I think it only ruined the styrofoam and not the case. A bunch of stuff that we probably already know. So this is the biggest part that I'm actually concerned about, because cable management is a really big deal for cases. I guess I should show you this. One of the biggest reasons why I bought it. It has, it looks like an 1/8 of an inch maybe of sound dampening on this backside. And then of course you guys saw the fans on this side here. Yeah, so I'm not really sure why just 2 fans, but if I like the fans, I will buy more and then put more fans in the system and run it at a lower RPM so they are quieter. So these are 1 terabyte and then a 500 gigabyte, and I might have them on the back like that. Then, you know, it's all even. Then I don't have one up here. I don't know. I'll figure it out when I'm actually building it. Oh, there's also sound dampening on the front too. Same sound dampening on the side. It's exactly the same. And then this is how the RGB actually connects from that top. So that's genius. This filter looks easy to remove, so you can easily clean it. And then just 1 fan, like I said. I'll probably remove that and then add my radiator here, or I'll do it on the top. So I figured out that these you can simply just pop up. I'm not really sure what you can put here just yet, because I thought these were screw holes for like a fan, but this is way too big for a fan. It might actually fit. I'm not sure. Let me grab a fan. Okay, I grabbed a Fractal Design 120mm. It's definitely way too small. So I'm not really sure what you can put here, because they all come up. I mean, that definitely fits a fan, but I'm not sure about here. I'm thinking they did this so you can have the power supply upright and pulling air down and out. But I might use that for the fan idea. And I think it fits a 140 as well. So that's pretty cool. Okay, so for the Rode Strix Gaming E, and then the manual. I already opened this box when I first got it, but basically all I need to know is what M.2 to plug it into and what SATA port it actually disables. So plugging this into the socket 3 disables SATA port 2. On this motherboard, it'll be like this. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's going to disable this SATA port, and I'm just going to have my hard drive here and here. So I use my motherboard box as my building bench to actually put the CPU in and the RAM, and then I'll actually put it in the case. Okay, so we have everything unboxed. I have all my setup here. I think this is the easiest way while building a machine. Is I have my Corsair Dominator 3200 megahertz RAM. I have 16 gigabytes of that. I will upgrade to 32 later on down the road. And then I have my EVGA 240 rad, an all-in-one cooler, and then I've already unscrewed the front fan. I'm gonna remove this, and I think I'll do a push-pull on my rad if I can. I think it will fit. So first we're gonna install the processor here by lifting up the arm, and then just removing this guy. Now I'm all worried. I didn't know I had so much room to shake around in that box. Just drop it in, don't push it or anything like that, and then you can simply push that over. Make sure this goes underneath the retentioning screw, and then just push down on the arm, and this will pop off. And I need my back plate to actually put on my water cooler. So I'm pretty sure it's the same socket as what I had. I had the 8700K moving up to the 9900K, and typically I'll put this behind here, kind of line up all the holes, and it seems pretty tight actually, which is odd. And then I'll just lay it back down. If you have to, just hold the back plate on, and then you can actually start one of the standoffs here. And also, in the case, I have all the standoffs already pre-installed, so I don't have to show that on camera. Just finger tight. All you have to do to install RAM is remove or open up two of the latches and just push down firmly, and you should hear 2 clicks or 1 depending on how evenly you press the RAM down. It might be easier to do this while it's laying down, so that you're not trying to hold up the fan and the radiator and the 2 other fans all at once. I also want to point out that I had the cables on the right side so that I can simply route it through these holes and plug it in the back of the fan controller. So I've decided that I think the top looks better than the lower down. And then this does fit a 360 rad, so I think later on I'll probably upgrade to a 360 rad. But I think for sure it being up is going to look a lot better. So while the camera was charging, I figured out that you can unscrew this screw here and this screw here and actually expose fan mounting on the top. And that's it. So I'm going to have that fan in the back, 1 fan on the top, exhausting, and then I have my 4 fans up front. I did install the actual cooler, and I'm sorry that the camera was charging, but all you guys have to do, I'm using the Arctic Silver 5 thermal paste, and it's literally just a pea size in the center. Remember guys, that the die is in the center and not all around, so you don't have to spread it. Just put the little pea size thermal paste in the center, and then I just held this, and while holding it with one hand, I grabbed all the mounting brackets and screws that I needed with the other hand and screwed it on. So there's actually two modes here. I just realized this. There's a performance mode and a silent mode. So I'm just going to install my old graphics card, which is the 1080 Ti. And all you have to do is line everything up, take the covers off the back, and then go ahead and secure it with one of the screws, or both of them. I typically only do the middle one though. So I installed the graphics card, and unfortunately I installed the graphics card over the SATA cable first for whatever reason, but it was actually pretty easy to plug in the SATA cable for my SSD or a hard drive. I need to install the power supply, and installing the power supply, it's pretty simple and cool that the Be Quiet fan, or the Be Quiet case I mean, actually allows you to remove this side, which is absolutely amazing, because my old case right here actually was a hard case or a hard bottom. I have a tripod attached to this, and you couldn't remove that. So this is pretty sick that they give you the option to actually remove that bottom half, so you have access to both sides of the case for cable routing. So I'm gonna install that and then show you guys what that looks like afterwards. Alright guys, so the computer is all put together and done. Finally working, and I have PUBG pulled up as of right now. But you can see the RGB. I'm going to make this static and keep this the purple that comes up right now. I cannot wait. This is the purple that I like. And I did forget the CPU header, or the fan CPU header, and that is right there just chilling. It is not connected to anything. It is literally just floating there. So going to play a couple games and see how it works. It is really quiet and is a lot more quieter than my machine, previous machine now I guess. And last video that you guys saw, I actually changed my setup recently. So a couple days after I made that video, I thought it would be better to buy a second desk. So I have my streaming machine set up here and then my gaming setup, and that has worked out absolutely flawlessly. And before I end this video, I just want to say thank you so much to Xidax for providing these parts at a discounted price. If you guys are looking for a pre-built lifetime warranty machine, go to Xidax.com, hit up Brandon and let them know that I sent you, and he'll hook you up. And when you buy a machine from Xidax, you will be able to actually buy parts from that site. As of right now, you cannot buy parts. You can only buy the machine. But once you own the machine, you can upgrade your machine just like I did. So thank you so much, guys, and hopefully I see you in the next video.